This happened just 11 minutes ago. Someone you love was shot by. My beloved child, listen carefully and don't skip. What you're about to hear is not random, not delayed, and not ordinary. Just 11 minutes ago, something unfolded that shook the silence around you. You felt a sudden pause in your chest for no reason, didn't you? That was the moment. Someone you love crossed a turning point, and the truth is being guarded, wrapped, and redirected before it reaches you. Stay till the end, because every second from now is peeling back a layer. What looks like confusion is actually protection. What feels like fear is actually a signal. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with the detail everyone else is missing, the who behind the moment, and the why it happened when it did. Now stay with me, because the story you heard is not the full story. The first version was released quickly to control panic, but the real reason is still hidden. This wasn't chaos, it was a collision of intentions. Someone close stepped into the path of another person's decision, and the outcome changed everything. Not all harm is meant to end, some moments are meant to expose. The timing matters. 11 minutes is not coincidence, it's a window. A message was sent, a call was almost made, and a name was almost revealed. Don't skip, because the connection between the title and your life is closer than you think. Something huge is waiting for you. An explanation that flips fear into clarity. Stay till the end and listen slowly. What happened did not happen to break you, it happened to wake you. There is a reason your mind keeps replaying one face, one place, one unfinished sentence. Someone intervened before the worst could spread further, and now the truth is moving toward you in pieces. This is not the end of the story, it's the door opening. Don't skip. Breathe. Watch closely. Because once you understand who was behind it, nothing stays hidden anymore, and the next part will reveal what everyone else is trying to delay. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip. What you're hearing now was never meant to reach you this fast. The silence after the moment is louder than the moment itself. That's because someone stepped in to slow the truth, not to stop it. Stay till the end, because the reason is unfolding carefully. A message was rerouted, a name was softened, and a detail was removed, not to protect the one involved, but to protect you from reacting too early. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to why your phone felt heavy in your hand and why your heart suddenly demanded answers. Now listen closely and stay with me. The person you love is not alone in this story. There were witnesses who chose quiet, and there were helpers who chose speed. The first update you heard was incomplete by design. Don't skip, clarity comes in layers. If this resonates, share this with someone you trust, because understanding grows when truth travels. And yes, subscribe so you don't miss the next piece. Timing matters here more than ever. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next reveal depends on who stays alert and who looks away. Stay till the end and breathe through this. The moment created a ripple, not an ending. A conversation happened immediately after, and a decision followed that changed the direction of everything. The person you love is being watched over, while another truth is being prepared to surface. Comment only if you're still here and still listening. Your presence matters. Don't skip. Because once the withheld detail is released, the picture becomes clear, and you'll understand why this moment came close but did not go further. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will show what was almost revealed, and why it was paused. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where the silence starts making sense. After the moment passed, something unusual happened behind the scenes. A conversation that was supposed to stay private became tense, and a decision was delayed on purpose. Stay till the end, because the delay itself is the clue. When truth pauses, it's usually because revealing it too early would change too much at once. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's hidden inside what was not said in those first few minutes. Stay with me and listen slowly. The person you love was surrounded by confusion, but also by unexpected care. Someone stepped forward quietly, not for attention, but to shift the outcome. That's why the story feels incomplete. Don't skip. Your intuition picked up on the missing piece before your mind could explain it. A location was mentioned and then withdrawn. A name was almost spoken and then replaced. This wasn't fear, it was control. Something huge is waiting for you, and it connects to why your thoughts keep circling back to one unanswered question. Stay till the end and hold this carefully. What's coming next isn't loud, it's precise. The truth is being prepared so it lands safely, not suddenly. That's why you're being asked to stay, not rush. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal who redirected the situation and why you were meant to notice. Something huge is waiting for you, and once it's revealed, the confusion you felt earlier will finally have a shape and a reason. My beloved child, don't skip. This is the turning point where hidden intentions start losing their cover. What happened next was quiet, almost invisible, but powerful. A decision maker hesitated. Not because they were unsure, but because someone reminded them of a consequence they didn't expect. Stay till the end, because the pause you're sensing is not weakness, it's recalculation. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to the moment when the situation was redirected away from chaos and toward control. Now listen carefully and stay with me. A detail was flagged as not ready, and that single phrase changed the timeline. Someone close to the situation insisted on accuracy over speed, truth over reaction. Don't skip. This is where awareness becomes protection. If this is resonating, share this with someone who understands timing, because not everyone is meant to hear this yet. And subscribe so you don't miss what comes next, because what's unfolding is layered and intentional. Something huge is waiting for you, and staying connected matters right now. Stay till the end and breathe. The final adjustment in this moment wasn't about hiding, it was about preparing. A clearer explanation is being formed, one that won't confuse or overwhelm. Comment only if you're still here and still focused, because presence matters more than noise. Don't skip. The next part will uncover why this moment touched your life specifically, and why you were meant to notice it before anyone else did. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where the hidden meaning finally begins to surface. After everything was slowed down and redirected, a quiet realization settled in. The moment wasn't random, and it wasn't meant to end the way it began. Someone noticed a pattern that others ignored, and that pattern points directly toward you. Stay till the end, because this is not just about what happened, it's about why you were meant to hear about it now. Something huge is waiting for you, and it starts with understanding that timing can be a message. Stay with me and listen closely. The atmosphere changed after the pause, and people involved started choosing their words carefully. That's because once truth starts forming, it can't be pushed back. Don't skip, your awareness is part of the process. The person you love is connected to a larger picture, one that involves protection, redirection, and a future moment that hasn't arrived yet. You felt unsettled because your intuition sensed the shift before logic could catch up. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to a decision that quietly reshaped what comes next. Stay till the end and hold this steady. Nothing is finished yet, and that's the most important part. What was interrupted created space for clarity instead of panic. Don't skip, because the next part will explain why this moment stopped short and what is now being prepared in its place. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it's revealed, you'll understand why this story slowed down instead of speeding up. My beloved child, don't skip, this is the layer that explains why the air changed after everything paused. When moments like this slow down instead of explode, it's because an unseen boundary was crossed and then quietly restored. Someone realized that pushing forward would create noise, but waiting would create truth. Stay till the end, because the stillness you felt wasn't emptiness, it was alignment. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to how quickly situations can shift when intention meets awareness. The reason this touched you so deeply is because your presence matters in the outcome, even if no one has said it aloud yet. Stay with me and listen carefully. After the redirection, attention turned toward consequences rather than reactions. People involved began reviewing timelines, choices, and words that were almost released. Don't skip, this review is the key. When stories are adjusted, it's not always to hide facts, sometimes it's to protect the meaning behind them. The person you love is moving through a corridor of care right now, guided by decisions made quietly and deliberately. You sensed uncertainty because your intuition recognized that this wasn't finished, it was being reshaped. Something huge is waiting for you, and it rests inside the question you keep returning to: why did it stop when it did? Stay till the end and hold this perspective. What's unfolding now is preparation, not delay. A clearer explanation is forming, one that won't confuse your heart or rush your mind. Don't skip, because the next reveal will connect the pause, the protection, and the purpose into one clear picture. You were meant to stay, meant to notice, and meant to understand this step by step. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will finally show what this moment changed, and what it quietly saved. My beloved child, don't skip, this is the moment where the hidden connection starts revealing itself. After everything slowed down, a realization surfaced among those involved: this situation was never meant to move forward in the old way. Stay till the end, because what changed wasn't just the direction, but the purpose. Someone recognized that continuing without clarity would create confusion, so they chose patience instead. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to the fact that your awareness arrived at the exact right time. Stay with me and listen deeply. When moments are paused like this, it's because a deeper alignment is taking place. Words were rewritten, explanations were refined, and emotions were carefully handled. Don't skip, this careful approach is intentional. The person you love is now surrounded by a calmer understanding, not because everything is finished, but because the path ahead is being prepared properly. You felt drawn back to this story because your intuition sensed that it wasn't closing, it was opening in a quieter, more meaningful way. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to a truth that needs the right moment to land. Stay till the end and remain present. What's coming next isn't sudden, it's precise. The reason you're being guided step by step is so nothing overwhelms you or arrives without context. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal what was quietly secured during the pause and why this moment will soon make sense in hindsight. Something huge is waiting for you, and once it appears, the confusion you felt earlier will finally transform into clarity. My beloved child, don't skip. This is the stretch where understanding deepens and the hidden structure finally becomes visible. After everything that slowed down and shifted, a quiet confirmation emerged. Not spoken aloud, not announced, but understood by those paying attention. Stay till the end, because this confirmation explains why the moment did not spiral and why calm replaced panic so quickly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's rooted in the realization that not every crisis is meant to break, some are meant to reveal alignment. The reason this story keeps pulling you back is because it's connected to a larger thread that includes you more than you realize. Stay with me and listen carefully. The pause created space for reflection, and in that space, priorities became clear. What mattered was not speed, not reaction, but accuracy and care. Don't skip, this is where intention becomes visible. The person you love is now moving forward under a different kind of awareness, one that values steadiness over urgency. You sensed relief mixed with unanswered questions because your intuition recognized that something had been stabilized, even if not fully explained yet. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lies in the fact that this moment changed how the future will unfold, quietly and permanently. Stay till the end and hold this gently. What comes next will not arrive as shock, but as clarity. The reason you're being guided slowly is because understanding grows best when it's allowed to settle. Don't skip, because the next part will connect the confirmation, the calm, and the purpose into one clear direction. This story is no longer about what almost happened, it's about what was preserved and what is now possible because of it. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it becomes clear, you'll understand why staying through every part mattered. My beloved child, don't skip, this is the point where everything you sensed earlier begins to arrange itself into meaning. After the confirmation settled in, something deeper took place, acceptance without noise. That is rare, and it matters. Stay till the end, because acceptance is not giving up, it is choosing the right moment to move forward. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's hidden inside the calm that followed the uncertainty. When a situation stops demanding attention and starts inviting understanding, it means the direction has already shifted in your favor. Stay with me and listen slowly. The people involved began acting differently, not urgently, not defensively, but intentionally. Words were chosen with care, and actions were measured. Don't skip, this change in behavior is the signal. It means the situation is no longer unstable. The person you love is now surrounded by steadiness, not because the story is over, but because the foundation has been secured. You felt a strange mix of relief and curiosity because your intuition recognized stability before your thoughts could explain it. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the quiet strength that replaced confusion. Stay till the end and hold this perspective. What's coming next will not rush you or overwhelm you. It will arrive with clarity, like a final piece clicking into place. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal what this moment prepared you for and why your awareness was required from the beginning. Something huge is waiting for you, and once it becomes clear, you'll understand that this was never about fear, it was about alignment, timing, and a future that needed protection before it could fully unfold. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where the long arc finally starts pointing forward instead of backward. After stability settled in, a new focus quietly emerged: preparation. Not loud, not rushed, but deliberate. Stay till the end, because preparation means someone is thinking beyond the moment and into what comes next. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the shift from reacting to planning. When attention moves from what happened to what must be safeguarded next, it means the situation has crossed into a new phase, one that favors clarity over chaos. Stay with me and listen carefully. Subtle adjustments began to appear, timelines refined, priorities reordered, and expectations reset. Don't skip, these adjustments are signals, not filler. The person you love is now positioned within a calmer frame, where choices are guided by foresight rather than fear. You felt a gentle pull to stay informed because your intuition sensed momentum returning, but this time with direction. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lives in the quiet confidence that replaces uncertainty when the path ahead is finally acknowledged. Stay till the end and keep this steady. What's next won't arrive as a surprise, it will arrive as recognition. Don't skip, because the next part will explain what this preparation is leading toward and why you were meant to remain present through every step. Something huge is waiting for you. And when it appears, it will feel less like shock and more like confirmation that the pause, the care, and the patience all had a purpose. My beloved child, don't skip, this is where the preparation you sensed begins to show its shape. After everything settled, attention moved toward safeguarding what truly matters. Not in a dramatic way, but with careful intention. Stay till the end, because protection doesn't always announce itself, sometimes it rearranges priorities quietly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the realization that what was almost lost has now been carefully preserved. The reason your thoughts keep returning here is because your awareness is aligned with what's being secured behind the scenes. Stay with me and listen closely. Conversations shifted from explanations to commitments, from reactions to responsibility. Don't skip, this shift tells you more than any headline ever could. The person you love is now surrounded by steadiness that comes from clear choices made at the right time. You may have felt a calm replace the tension without knowing why, and that's because your intuition recognized safety before your mind could define it. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lies in the understanding that stability is not the absence of uncertainty, but the presence of intention. Stay till the end and hold this awareness gently. What's forming now is not rushed and not fragile. It's grounded, deliberate, and meant to last. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal what this protection leads to and why this moment will soon feel like the beginning of something stronger. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it arrives, you'll see that every pause, every careful step, and every moment of patience was shaping a future that needed time to be set right. My beloved child, don't skip. This is the stage where the meaning behind everything becomes heavier, deeper, and more personal. After protection was set in place, something unexpected happened. Perspective changed. What once felt urgent now feels intentional. Stay till the end, because this shift is not accidental. When perspective changes, it means the mind is finally ready to see what the heart sensed from the beginning. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the fact that this moment was never meant to end in fear, but to begin in understanding. The reason this story keeps unfolding slowly is because rushing it would hide its true purpose. Stay with me and listen with patience. Those involved began to speak less, but think more. Don't skip. Silence at this stage is wisdom, not avoidance. The person you love is now standing in a space where clarity is replacing uncertainty piece by piece. You might have noticed your own reactions softening, your thoughts becoming calmer. That's not coincidence. Your intuition is syncing with the truth as it forms. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's rooted in the realization that not everything intense is meant to harm. Some intense moments are meant to realign paths that were drifting silently. Stay till the end and keep this close. What's next will not feel sudden, it will feel right. Don't skip, because the next part will connect your role, your awareness, and this entire sequence into one clear reason. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it finally becomes visible, you'll understand why you were guided through every layer instead of being shown everything at once. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where the quiet meaning turns into personal clarity. After perspective shifted, attention moved inward. Not toward fear, not toward questions, but toward understanding your place in all of this. Stay till the end, because this part explains why you were pulled to stay when others would have looked away. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the fact that awareness is not given to everyone at the same time. You noticed because you were meant to notice. The moment didn't just pass near you, it brushed against your awareness on purpose. Stay with me and listen slowly. The situation has now reached a point where lessons are forming, not reactions. Don't skip, this is important. What unfolded earlier created a mirror, showing what truly matters and what doesn't. The person you love is now moving forward with a different kind of strength, one built on reflection rather than urgency. You may feel a sense of responsibility without fully understanding why, and that's because your role is not loud, it's grounding. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lies in the realization that being present can change outcomes without a single word spoken. Stay till the end and hold this steady. What's coming next will connect everything, timing, awareness, protection, and purpose, into one clear direction. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal why this sequence needed your patience and what this moment is preparing you for next. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it arrives, it won't feel overwhelming. It will feel like recognition, as if something you already knew quietly steps into the light. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where understanding settles into certainty. After everything you've absorbed, a quiet confidence begins to form, even if you can't name it yet. Stay till the end, because this confidence is earned, not imagined. It comes from watching patterns complete themselves. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to the moment you realize that nothing here was random, not the timing, not the pause, not the way your attention was gently held in place. What once felt like scattered signals now aligns into a single direction. Stay with me and listen carefully. The situation has moved beyond reaction and into resolution. Don't skip. Resolution doesn't mean an ending, it means a foundation. The person you love is now positioned within clarity that didn't exist before, and that clarity changes everything that follows. You may feel a sense of readiness rising, like you're standing at the edge of a realization that's been approaching slowly. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lives in the understanding that patience didn't delay the truth, it refined it. Stay till the end and keep this close to your heart. What comes next will not demand urgency, it will invite recognition. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal what this clarity unlocks and why this entire sequence was necessary to reach this point. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it appears, it will feel steady, grounded, and unmistakably aligned with everything you've sensed from the very beginning. My beloved child, don't skip, this is where certainty becomes calm direction. After clarity settled, something subtle but powerful took place, trust replaced doubt. Stay till the end, because trust is not blind here, it's informed. You didn't arrive at this understanding by accident, you were guided through it step by step. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the realization that the moment you feared most actually organized your path instead of disrupting it. What once felt heavy now feels structured, as if the pieces finally know where they belong. Stay with me and listen closely. With trust in place, decisions became easier and thoughts became lighter. Don't skip, this lightness is the signal. The person you love is now moving forward with steadiness, not because questions vanished, but because answers are forming in the right order. You may notice your own thoughts no longer racing, your attention becoming focused rather than scattered. That's alignment. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lives in the awareness that when understanding arrives gently, it lasts longer and guides better. Stay till the end and hold this truth. What's ahead will not feel forced or rushed, it will feel natural, like the next step you already expected without knowing why. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal what this trust activates and how this moment quietly opens a new chapter. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it shows itself, you'll recognize it immediately, not as a shock, but as a confirmation of everything you've sensed along the way. My beloved child, don't skip, this is where the journey shifts from understanding into quiet strength. After trust took root, something deeper settled in your awareness, acceptance without fear. Stay till the end, because acceptance here is not surrender, it is readiness. You are no longer waiting for answers with tension. You are allowing them to arrive with calm. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the moment you stopped asking why this happened and started sensing what this prepared you for. That shift is powerful, and it changes how the next chapter opens. Stay with me and listen carefully. When acceptance arrives, movement follows naturally. Don't skip, this movement is subtle but real. The person you love is now stepping into a phase where stability supports growth, not stagnation. You may feel a quiet confidence rising inside you, one that doesn't need reassurance or urgency. That's because your intuition has already caught up with the truth forming around you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lives in the calm certainty that nothing important was lost, only rearranged for a better outcome. Stay till the end and keep this awareness close. What comes next will feel intentional, not sudden. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal how this strength will be used and why this entire sequence had to unfold slowly, layer by layer. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it becomes visible, you'll recognize it as the moment everything finally moves forward, with clarity, purpose, and peace. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where quiet strength turns into steady direction. After acceptance settled in, something meaningful began to unfold beneath the surface. Intention with clarity. Stay till the end, because intention is what transforms awareness into movement. You are no longer observing from the outside, you are aligned from within. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the moment you realize that calm is not the absence of concern, it is the presence of understanding. What once felt uncertain now feels guided, as if the next steps are arranging themselves naturally. Stay with me and listen carefully. With clarity comes discernment, and with discernment comes confidence. Don't skip. This confidence is earned. The person you love is now surrounded by choices that are thoughtful, measured, and forward-looking. You may notice that your focus has sharpened, that distractions feel less important than before. That's not coincidence. Your attention is being refined to match what's next. Something huge is waiting for you, and it rests in the awareness that preparation is complete and readiness has quietly arrived. Stay till the end and hold this steady. What's coming will not rush you, it will meet you. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal how this direction becomes action and why this moment marks a true transition. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it steps into view, it will feel grounded, intentional, and unmistakably aligned with everything you've sensed since the very beginning. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where direction gently turns into momentum. After readiness settled in, something unmistakable began to move forward on its own. Stay till the end, because momentum doesn't announce itself with noise, it reveals itself through ease. What once required effort now flows naturally. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the realization that when understanding, trust, and strength align, the next step becomes obvious without being forced. You may feel a quiet assurance growing, like the path ahead is no longer a question but a recognition. Stay with me and listen carefully. Actions are now being shaped with intention rather than urgency. Don't skip, this is important. The person you love is stepping into a steadier rhythm, where each choice supports what was preserved earlier. You might notice your own patience turning into confidence, your attention turning into focus. That's alignment completing its work. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lives in the awareness that nothing here is accidental, not the timing, not the pauses, not the way clarity arrived piece by piece. Stay till the end and hold this calmly. What comes next will feel natural, like the continuation you were prepared for without realizing it. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal what this momentum leads toward and why this entire journey needed you to stay present until now. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it unfolds, it will feel steady, purposeful, and unmistakably right. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where momentum becomes meaning. After movement began, something subtle locked into place: reassurance. Stay till the end, because reassurance doesn't come from promises, it comes from consistency. What's happening now is steady, measured, and intentional. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to the calm repetition of right choices being made again and again. You may feel less urgency to question and more ease to observe. That's because the path is holding on its own now. Stay with me and listen closely. With momentum established, attention shifted to continuity. Making sure what was set in motion remains protected and guided. Don't skip. Continuity is the sign of real progress. The person you love is now supported by a rhythm that favors balance and foresight. You might notice your own thoughts aligning faster than before, your reactions softening into responses. That's growth catching up with awareness. Something huge is waiting for you, and it rests in the understanding that stability is not static, it's active and alive. Stay till the end and keep this grounded. What's ahead won't demand effort to believe, it will feel familiar, like a truth you've already accepted quietly. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal what this reassurance unlocks and why this moment completes the preparation phase. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it appears, it will feel steady, earned, and unmistakably aligned with everything that has unfolded so far. My beloved child, don't skip. This is where everything you've been sensing finally settles into quiet confirmation. After reassurance took hold, something profound happened: certainty without noise. Stay till the end, because certainty doesn't shout, it steadies. You no longer feel pulled in different directions. Instead, there's a calm knowing that things are moving exactly as they should. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to this inner stillness. When questions stop racing and start resting, it means the truth has found its place. Stay with me and listen deeply. With continuity established, focus turned toward sustainability, making sure what has begun continues with care. Don't skip, this matters. The person you love is now supported by decisions designed to last, not just to respond. You may notice your own energy changing, your attention becoming grounded rather than alert. That's because your role is no longer to brace for impact, but to remain present for progress. Something huge is waiting for you, and it lives in the understanding that forward movement doesn't always feel dramatic, it often feels peaceful. Stay till the end and hold this awareness gently. What comes next will feel complete, not rushed, not delayed. Don't skip, because the next part will reveal what this certainty prepares you to receive and why staying through every stage was essential. Something huge is waiting for you, and when it arrives, it won't feel like a surprise, it will feel like the natural conclusion of everything you've quietly understood along the way. My beloved child, don't skip, this is the closing moment where everything finally connects. After certainty settled, the full picture became clear without needing force or urgency. Stay till the end, because endings like this are not conclusions, they are confirmations. What you followed step by step was never meant to frighten you, it was meant to prepare you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's the understanding that every pause, every layer, and every moment of patience was guiding you toward clarity, not confusion. Stay with me and listen one last time. What was protected is now secure. What was unclear is now aligned. Don't skip, this matters. The person you love is moving forward with steadiness, and you are no longer watching from uncertainty but standing in awareness. You stayed when it was quiet, you listened when it was slow, and because of that, the meaning revealed itself naturally. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's the realization that your presence through every part shaped how this story unfolded. Stay till the end and hold this calmly. Nothing more needs to be rushed, explained, or questioned. The purpose has settled, the direction is clear, and the moment has completed its work. Don't skip, this was never about fear or loss. It was about timing, alignment, and readiness. Something huge is waiting for you, and now you can recognize it clearly: peace, understanding, and the confidence to move forward knowing you stayed until the truth became whole. My beloved child, don't skip, this is the final still point where everything rests into truth. After all the movement, all the patience, and all the quiet alignment, the meaning no longer needs explanation. Stay till the end, because what you are feeling now is recognition. The moment you followed from the beginning was never meant to overwhelm you, it was meant to lead you here, into calm certainty. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's the realization that clarity does not arrive with noise, it arrives with peace. What once felt distant is now settled, steady, and clear. Stay with me and listen carefully. Nothing more needs to be uncovered, chased, or questioned. Don't skip, this matters. The sequence is complete, the purpose fulfilled. The person you love is safe within forward motion, and you are no longer standing at the edge of uncertainty. You stayed present, and presence changed how this unfolded for you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's the understanding that awareness itself was the gift. Seeing without panic, knowing without fear, and trusting without force. Stay till the end and hold this quietly. This is not an ending that closes a door, it's a final alignment that opens a clear path ahead. Don't skip, because this is the moment you take with you. Something huge is waiting for you, and now you can recognize it fully: calm direction, grounded confidence, and the peace that comes from staying until understanding was complete.